July 6th. I'm down here at the other side of the 6-acre field that made a video on that it's kind of sad about because of the poor emergence out here. But I'm going to spray this field today. I just wanted to walk out here and see how solid the ground is before I get on it with a tractor. Got cockleberry, sickle pod, a gnat in my ear, lamb's quarter. The pre-worked down here, but it's been planted this back 1st of June. It's been about a month. And as you see, I'm walking up on a monster water hemp here. I was thinking I might as well pull this thing up. It don't have any seed on it, but it is a monster. Let's see if we can get it out of the ground here. There we go. Big one. Ground's got a lot of water in it. That's good. That's good. Make the stuff grow. Perfect time to hit it with some spray. Go over here and see what we got. Yeah, I think I'll be fine out here. Ground's soft, but the width of the tractor tire hold me up. Got hard right here. Yeah, get all this weed matter out of here, and beans get all the water, and they take off and grow. See the size of that stalk right there? And that was just, at least I'm not wrapped up in it back here like I was last year up in a spot up there. And let's see. Had an aggravation, yeah, there's morning glory right there. Had aggravation mixing this, what is it, AMS or ASM or something like that. It's the first time I ever used it. It's something that makes, does two things. Makes the plant pores open up, take in more chemical, and actually makes the herbicide just better acting. Act faster. Some people say run hotter. But it causes a lot of foam in the tank. Never had a foaming issue before with any of my spraying. Glyphosate never did it. And I was using soap as an additional form of surfactant to get chemical to stick better to the plant. I've never had a foaming issue like I've had with this stuff. So ran down to the farm supply store this morning, took back some pallets. I don't want those things around here. Don't need them, don't want them. And his recommendation was this stuff. So we're gonna go try it and see what it does and see if it'll knock the foam down. A lot of fine print to read here. But anyhow, that's what we're gonna do. Let's go mix up a couple of tanks and start working on this field. Got 70% chance of rain this afternoon. So this Liberty needs 4 hours, so let me go get started. Summer stuff works. Got the hose in the tank, it's filling, and there's no foam. Of course, there's no chemicals in the tank yet. That's not the way you do it. You put the chemicals in last. There's the first 32 ounces of Liberty here in the measure jug. I don't never put the chemicals in until I've got just about all the water in the tank. Usually add about 2 or 3 more gallons after I put the chemicals in. But the last time I tried to use this sprayer, by now I'd have foam wanting to come out of the top of the tank, which no, can't have that. So I'd have to stop putting water in it and wait for that foam to kind of, little bubbles break up and go down. Big waste of my time. So I'm happy with this. This is looking good. Yeah, the Liberty by itself foams bad enough, but when you put that, I can't ever say that word, ASM or AMS in here, it'll foam big time. Alright, let's get that. For that I want 16 ounces of that stuff. That'll do. Down, turned, came back. This will be the third run. I got a little bit of a breeze out here blowing that way. So at least it's not blowing the spray back up on me. And that's good. First two runs, there's a lot of weeds in there. As we get over that dip, there's a lot down there. Get my row count right here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I need to be right there. All right, let's roll. This is the part where I'm just riding along, staring at the front wheel, keeping it between the rows. I did try actually recording audio while I was driving the tractor, but I'm having to run the engine RPM so high to make the pressure I want out on that boom. I need to bite the bullet and give up that little tiny 6-roller pump and drop about another $170. I think I priced it at $179 for an 8-roller pump, so I don't have to run the tractor so hard. I'm wanting to put 20 gallons to the acre. Gives me good coverage. I could probably in this field, as short as the beans are, gotten away with 16, 18. The label on the Liberty Link says minimum of 15, so I definitely want to be above that. But I'm just rolling along here and giving you a view all the way down the field. We've already had the heartbreak video about this, so I'm not going to stress over it anymore. It is what it is, and I'm going to knock these weeds out of here with this wonderful product called Liberty Link with the additive in it, the AMS or ASM. I never can say that word right unless I'm looking right straight at the product. But it works mighty fine. Tickled to death with going down to the farm store this morning and finding that anti-foaming agent. That was a real aggravation, the way this thing was foaming up in the tank. I'd never had any tank mix foam up like that before. But the foaming agent worked great. kept it from foaming. Well, trying to stop here and make my turn, count my rows, and well, what we got of rows, but look further down the field and find them and count them and line up on them and take off and roll back the other way. I thought something about getting that larger sprayer. Kind of glad I held off. I'll probably get it next year. This little 13-foot wide boom, it takes a while to get over a field. I did manage to get all of this field sprayed today. It was, let's see, 1, 2, 3 48-gallon tanks, and there was about 24 gallons I mixed so I could get those 2 little pieces down at the corner. Camera glasses, the batteries died in them before I could finish the field, so I only got this piece, and I figured, watching going up and down the field get boring, so that's enough video for that. I was sitting here while I was riding on the tractor thinking about something that happened in the shop the other day. Have you ever been standing there staring right at a fluorescent light and see smoke start to come out of it and make a hissing noise? Well, it turned out the ballast gave up in the thing and it fried. I just flipped the switch off and reached over there and unplugged it, and then I started smelling something that it was like, maybe I shouldn't be breathing this. So I pulled it down right quick and took it outside and set it down on the concrete. Never did see any fire, and the next day when I opened it up, there was really no signs in it of a fire, but it still stunk really bad. So there's another one that I'll be converting out to a LED type light. Well, I'm coming up to this end of the field where I don't have a lot of headland, so the trick I do here is once I get out to the edge and stop my spray, trying to keep a nice line, I pull just as far up in here as I can and then do a little back up. Thank God for power steering on the tractor. It's an add-on aftermarket thing, but it works. And then tap that inside brake a little bit so I can make it turn around tight. Get lined up and look over there at that mashed down row and count over 6 rows, and count it twice, and find out where the front wheel goes in at and stick it in there, get the boom lined up with the back of the field, turn it on and roll. These beans right here in this area actually look pretty good. I'd wanted a little more row population, but they just didn't come up. But they'll bush out a little bit, and it's a good possibility that there could actually be a canopy on this area when they get more time to grow and get a little bigger. And coming out of what's sand and going into a sand red dirt mixture right in this area, it just gets hard as a rock right here. You can work that 40-20 something serious, chiseling right through this area. And then as you see where I'm coming up here on this area, the ground gets soft. It goes back to a sand and a nice dirt mixture. This field in previous years when it all came up had an average of about 35 bushels to the acre. That's why I was so disappointed with all the prep that I've done on it. I've grown some cover crops down on the far end, the end that I'm headed towards right now, sweet grazer sorghum. It makes a right good little bit of silage, and I just grew it, let it grow, and mowed it and disked it back into the soil and put another second crop of it on there, and then followed that with wheat. So the ground that I'm on right now, I have tried to get the organic matter up in it by growing things that produce a lot of organic matter. This end of the field, I've got enough room to just turn and swing it on around and pick up my landmark where I need to put my front tire and line up and get my boom to the edge of the field, start my spray, and head on back towards the other end. It was a nice morning out there this morning. We had a cool front come in. In fact, it's raining outside right now. I've got 3 hours, about 3.5 hours rain fast. I'm hoping that's enough. The labeling calls for 4, but I chanced it and went out there and sprayed it, and maybe it'll work out. I'm hoping it'll work out. Well, I'm just going to roll on down towards the other end of the field. The battery's going to run out on the camera glasses. I heard them beep and shut themselves off. I got to get better at charging batteries. Everybody, I want to thank you for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. It means a lot to me. I've enjoyed YouTube, and well, hope to be here, long as I can. Thank you. I'm going to shut up and let the tractor roll on.